So this is what you do, ninjas, when you have too much fertilizer in certain spots that got thrown down and creates dead spots. And so this is what happened to this yard, as a lot of you will recognize this yard. So the third-party spraying company that sprays for me, one of the technicians apparently had a situation with the spreader, and it dumped out a lot of fertilizer in certain areas, as you can see, wherever we've got this topsoil that we're putting down. So what we've done is, this is how I repair a yard in this type of situation. You pull out a lot of the detached, the dead grass, as much as you can. Can't get it 100%, but try your best to get as much as you can. And you throw down some seed. You poke some holes if you can. This ground is pretty heavy, pretty hard, so I try to poke some holes with my pitchfork, and I got a lot of it, but some of the areas it was just pretty hard. The spraying company that did this, they actually ended up giving me a bag of seed and 2 bags of this garden soil, and I told them I can go ahead and do it since I had it on schedule today to be mowed. But this is what you do, whether this happens to you or if you're in a situation you're using a third party and this is what happens. This is what you can do to repair the yard. At least this is what I do. Fertilizer is actually really strong, ninjas, and it's really good for the soil and the ground and the grass and all that, but if you put too much of it in one spot, this is what's going to happen. So with that being said, this is what we're doing. Hope you ninjas are doing good. What's today?
Thirsty Thursday.
Thirsty Thursday. Why?
What was that?
Because we thirsty for these yards, man. So anyway, I just figured I'd start the video here. I just finished this yard. Looks nice, looks nice. I used the 36-inch Z1 Ferris. Always does a really nice job on this yard just because it's the smaller deck. And that's what we're doing. So anyway, that's what you can do. That's what I do. And hopefully it'll kick in, repair it, and come back. It's already actually looking a lot better before we even started, when we first pulled up, than what it did last week. So it's definitely trying to already make a comeback, but this should do the trick. Anyway, stay tuned. I just thought I'd share it with you. Sometimes you'll come across things like this, whether you do it yourself or if you have a third party like me who's spraying for you. Accidents can happen, things can happen. I appreciate them looking into it and finding out what the problem is and getting it resolved for the customer, because at the end of the day, it's all about the customer. The customer is investing big money to have a nice yard, and I'm sure their goal is as much as my goal is to make the customer happy. So Busy Bees over here like, "Hey Nick, I'm hungry, Nick. Can you stop at the restaurant, Nick?" Didn't bring lunch, did you?
I have to do that.
That's all right, neither did I actually, so it's okay. Anyway, hope all you ninjas are doing good. Slicing and dicing out here, making this money. That's all it's all about. Ain't that right, Busy Bee?
Yeah,
that's what it's all about, man.
That's all you can do.
Wappa-cha.
Wappa-cha.
What's going on, all my lawn care ninjas? How are you doing today? And you know what day it is. What day is it, Busy Bee?
Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday. And why is that?
There's always something freaky going on.
Always something freaky going around on Friday. As you can see, ninjas, we are at the church. Only thing I got left to mow is the field. I already took care of the islands around the church, the front. Busy Bee took care of the children's playground and the back, and he's getting ready to hop on the weedy there. I want to be the most professional grass slinger there is. Anyway, hope you guys are doing good. This is the only yard we have left to mow, actually. Well, there is one more, but I don't think we're gonna do it today. We may just, either I'll do it alone or maybe me and Busy Bee will do it tomorrow real quickly for a couple hours. It would be a super short day, but we'll just see how the day goes. We may want to try to squeeze it in this evening, and so we're done then for the weekend. But anyway, this is what we're doing. As you saw yesterday, I recorded a little bit just where we were repairing some of the dead spots, but didn't really fool with the camera the rest of the day because we were rushing to get everything done, so that way we don't have much left today. And the reason for that is, as you can see, also we have the cart mate with us. So what are we doing with the cart mate, BGB?
We're gonna use it on that mulch job.
We're doing it on what now?
That mulch job right up the road here.
The mulch job. So we have another mulch job, and if you follow me on Instagram at sgninjas, you'll see that we got some mulch, right? It's already in the dump trailer. We went ahead and got it just in case he ends up selling out, because my gosh, it took him a month to get it basically. And so, you know, we got it, trailer's full, we got it waiting for us, no big deal. So we're gonna go ahead and do that after we finish mowing here, everything. And we'll see what time we finish. That's why I'm saying that last yard, you know, if we get to it today, it might be a little bit later this evening. If we do, that'd be great, because we wouldn't have to do anything then tomorrow. But we'll just play it by ear. But for now, this has got to get done. What I was doing after I finished mowing the front and the islands is I was cleaning out my deck a little bit here. Just as you can see right there, I felt like, you know, I was double cutting certain spots and I wanted to just clean it out a little bit. But one thing that brings me to my attention, the factory blades that come with the Spartan Ninjas, they're not super high lifts, as you can see right there. As you can see. And so what I am looking at is upgrading to some higher lift blades. I think some of you ninjas might have even recommended it, but I was checking out some Cobras, I believe is what they're called. I'm not really sure. I think there's a couple of different brands, but if you ninjas have any kind of recommendations for some good blades, let me know. But I definitely want to change them out. These need to be sharpened anyway. But so with my experience and what I've noticed now, as long as I've been mowing, the higher the lift on the blades, the better it cuts, the better it discharges that grass. It's just a cleaner cut. So if you can find high lift blades, the higher the better. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna look at some and go ahead and purchase some. One thing I do want to make sure I record is there's a hill on the other side of the field right over there underneath that Sonic sign, and I always mow that hill with the stand on. It's just it's a pretty steep drop, so to say, and I've always just done it with a stand on until today. Dust. We're gonna go ahead and put the Spartan Ninjas, we're gonna go ahead and put the Spartan on that hill and see if it'll hold that hill. Now Spartan claims these beasts of mowers of theirs are very durable and strong and hold up hills really well. So we're gonna put that to the test, Spartan, make sure that that is exactly what it's doing, what you claim. But other than that, give you a quick little update. I still plan on making like a full review video of how this mower has been treating me so far. I don't catch everything on every video, what I encounter, but yeah, so stay tuned for that. And you know, another thing, ninjas, I haven't done my 2020 lawn care setup yet, and that's just because I've been going solo there for a while when the season started, and I've just been trying to stay ahead. Now with Busy Bee coming on board, it's really helped me to catch up. This actual last mulch job is the last big mulch job that is actually going to get me caught up fully, basically. So stay tuned on that. I have not forgotten that usually my 2020 lawn care setups are kind of running a little late anyway. I don't care, it doesn't matter. As long as I do it, I enjoy it. I think you guys enjoy it too. You know, you enjoy, I like to show, you know, what I'm working with and then what I've started with, and kind of tell my story. And every year I acquire more equipment anyway. So it's really nice to see, you know, how far I've come. It's good to have for a record for myself, but it's also cool to show you ninjas, and I think you guys enjoy it because I've had a lot of people ask me for it, and seriously, dust. But anyway, I'm done here. Enough of me jibber jabbing. Let's get to work. Yeah. Okay, the moment I've been waiting for. Busy Bee, are you done?
Yep.
So, can you tell the ninjas, how would you say how steep this little hill here is?
It's pretty steep. It's hard to walk on.
Exactly. So, what do I usually mow this with to save us on some weed eating time?
I usually using a stand on most of the time.
Stand on. So, I know the camera does no justice, but let me ask you, would you be willing to mow this and I record you with the sit down?
I'd rather record you and let you do it.
What? Really? Okay, well ninjas, with that being said, I hope you get the gist of how steep this is for a sit down.
Yeah,
and for a stand on is not too bad, especially if it's a 61. I think if you are working with a stand on, maybe like a 48 or something, it might be a little sketchy, but a 61, I don't have any issues at all, but a sit down?
That's pushing it. I guess we'll find out.
You sure you don't want to do it?
Yeah, I'll let you do it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yep. I'll stick with my weed eating.
What? All right, ninjas, hope you enjoy. Let's see how the Spartan holds up the hill. Now I noticed you already weed eated it like at the top and at the very bottom, but you left it through the center there.
Yep.
It held that hill, and it is sketchy, no doubt.
Yep.
But the whole point of this is to really test this Spartan out, because Spartan, Busy Bee, just stand over here because of the wind. Spartan claims that their mowers are really good on hills, and so this is obviously not a big drop, but it's steep.
It's pretty steep.
So I figured if I do slide or lose control, I'm just gonna get stuck down there in the rocks. But it didn't do that. It held really well, ninjas. So I'm very impressed with this mower.
I might try it next time.
Oh, so now after you've seen the sensei do it, you might try it next time.
I might.
Oh, so it's one of those. Go ahead and go. I'll catch up, right? One of those types.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see. We're almost done with this bed right here. Just finishing up the end right there in the corner, but all of this has to be covered. Some of you loyal ninjas that have been with me for a while, you guys will remember this job. This is something we do every year, basically. We got to cover that all the way around and through here. So not too bad at all. Anyway, so I'll get some footage as we are doing what we do best here. Hope you ninjas enjoy. Let's get to it. See what I mean, ninjas? Doggy styling it. Just got to do it.
Yep.
What happened was when we did the last mulch job, I got 6 scoops of brown mulch, and the job size of that other one is just about the same as this one. I want to say this one's probably a little bit bigger, but the fact of the matter is 6 scoops didn't do it on this job with this company, unlike the other company, which it did. Everybody counts their scoops differently and whatnot. So anyway, this is what we got done so far. It looks great. I did like just a minimum blow off because we're going to be right back, but I didn't want to leave like a huge mess everywhere. But it wasn't like a detailed blow off. But so we got this area right here, looks really nice. We still got a little bit to cover behind these bushes and then go this way up to the AC unit. We got everything behind these bushes over here. Not finished, of course. And then I was rushing to empty the dump trailer before they close. So I made a couple of these little spots right here where I just emptied the cart mate. So I say we're gonna probably, so here's the thing, he charged me for 6 scoops just like the other company did, but I feel like I got 4 scoops. And he dumped it in there 6 times, but I feel like the bucket is different. I don't know, the bucket size is different. So I'm gonna have to go and get about 2-3 more scoops. Okay, so we're back and I want to show you what 3 scoops look like. So I just shoveled in the cart mate, and look at that, that's 3 scoops. And now you ninjas understand what I'm talking about. 3 scoops. That's not 3 scoops. It's a wrap, ninjas. It's a wrap. Got everything done, looking good, and we're getting ready to attempt something we have never done before. I have never done before. We're gonna go ahead and see if this works. Well, ninjas, it worked, and I didn't even have to fold the cart mate up. It's definitely going to save a trip. There she goes. Not too bad, huh? Glad that worked. Wapacha!
Wapacha.
Look, ninjas, look, this baby tired. Look, this baby tired. This baby tired, ninjas, look. It's about his 16th water bottle right there.
Oh, yeah.
Not bad. And I'm gonna back out of the driveway so we can thoroughly blow everything off, detail, and then we're out of here. But let me just show the ninjas real quick around. Turned out really nice. Customer happened to come home right as we were in just about finishing up when we got back from that second round of mulch, and man, he was so happy. He said it looks so freaking good. Slice and dice, make these yards look nice.